Now that the motor and sensor setup is complete, we want to talk about programming. I have my robot sitting here, and for my project, I want this robot to continue moving forward, and when it sees the color red, come to stop. This is the first step. Now imagine, at this point, my color sensor does not see the color. So I want this robot to continue moving forward, and imagine this line is where the color sensor is going to see the color red. So when I'm here, I can see red. When I'm here, the color sensor is not seeing red. So when I'm back here, my color sensor right now, it is not seeing the color red. Now imagine how my program is going to move. So the first step is going to be the same as a bumper sensor. Take a small step. What's next? When I take a small step, I want to check for the color sensor. And same as a bumper sensor, I'm going to use the if. I'm going to say if the color sensor sees red, then stop all motors. I'm going to give them line numbers. So line 1 says take a small step. Line 2 says if you see the color red. Line 3 says then stop all motors. And I'm going to run through this program to see how it's going to work. So the first step I want to do, take a small step. Now I'm going to take a small step. And remember, I am not seeing the color red yet. If I check the color, it's going to say I'm not seeing a color. So I took a small step. Then the robot is going to go to line 2. And he says, if the color is red, and then it's going to go ask the color sensor, do you see red? And the answer comes, no, I am not seeing the color. So then we are not going to do line 3. We are going to skip line 3, and we want to go back and take a small step again. So take a small step, check for the color. Are you seeing a color red? No. So now I want to go back and take another step, which means keep moving forward. So this process continues all the way until the robot becomes here. Now again, I took a small step and he says, do you see the color red? Then it says, yes, I do. Because in line number 2, the answer was yes, I see the color red. Now for the first time, I am going to say, stop all motors. If I go back, if you realize what I've been doing is I am looping between line 2, and if the answer to line 2 is yes, I'm going to go to line 3. If the answer is no, I'm going to go back to line 1. So what I'm doing is I'm looping in this program. So remember, to make this program loop, we need to do repeat forever. What am I repeating forever? Line 1 all the way to line 3. But I'm only going to do line 3 if the answer to number 2 was yes. If the answer was no, I'm going to skip and I go back and do line 1 again. Now, it should look similar at this point. Let's translate it into a robotics language. The first step is I want to repeat something forever. What do I want to repeat forever? Taking a small step. And if you remember, we used set motors, and we need 2 of them because we need to move 2 wheels. I have the left motor and I have the right motor. So I need to move both of them. This part is taking a small step. So remember, everything I want to keep repeating, I need to put inside this orange thing. If I put it outside, I'm not repeating it. I want to repeat, taking a small step, and I want to check for the color sensor. So I'm going to say, if the color is red, then stop. Otherwise, it will go and it will not do the stop and it will continue, keep going forward. I will let you finish the rest of the program.